team as you guys kind of try to find a way to turn things around?
The message is just keep playing and keep preparing, keep competing, and expect things to turn. You know, today was a little bit of what we've seen in the sense of the pitching. You know, you allow 9 bases, free bases by way of walk or hit by head batsman. You know, we did a good job conversely of getting guys on base by way of the walk and hit batsmen. We just didn't get the hits we needed to kind of put up some crooked numbers. And I just, you know, and then when we do make a bad pitch, then it seems to go out of the ballpark. And that's just what happens when things aren't going well. So kind of to my point is you just got to keep going. And we're in it. And you just got to keep going, and no one's going to feel sorry for you. And you got to play the game the right way and expect things to turn.
With the series, like we've been saying with this one against the Mets, is it, I guess, maybe more frustrating when you see kind of their team necessarily isn't really playing innocent baseball either? It's just maybe they're getting those knocks when they need it?
I would say that. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, but you know, they get a 3-run homer. They hit a homer last night, and it's like, you know, they're getting a big hit, but you don't want to kind of go out there and wait for one big hit. That's not a good strategy mindset offensively. You just got to kind of take it one pitch at a time and still try to have good at bats. And some of the guys in our lineup, you know, today Freddy was really good today, and we just got to kind of piece it together collectively to then break out. But yeah, it was kind of, you know, no team really showed that they wanted the game, and they gave us opportunities, and we just couldn't capitalize.
What did you think about the quality of bats? There's like 1 for 8 with bases loaded, 6 strikeouts.
Some of them with runners in scoring position I thought were good, and some of them weren't good. And you know, the chase early, swinging early at balls out of the zone, not a good formula. And then we got some balls in the zone that we couldn't really finish off the at bat with, and today on the other side, you know, we were behind a lot. So I think that, you know, you gotta get ahead, and I think in scoring position those guys did a better job. Their guys did a better job of getting ahead.
How important is it to get back to Frazier and Kelly kind of back in form for the bullpen to kind of start playing?
I mean, these are our guys, and you know, relief pitching is tough because, you know, it's one of those things that we don't. When you pitch well, you're not talking about you. But yeah, Brace, I mean, I think it's execution. It's execution. The slider is just not getting to the right side of the plate, and when it's not, it's being hit hard. And then the Alonso at bat, he made some good pitches, and he got a pop up. And so, you know, that's kind of the thing is that, you know, these are our guys. I know he prepares, and you got to keep running them out there in their lanes and expect them to perform.
When the pitching is struggling like it has been this week and you're playing from behind as much as you have been, like, are you seeing guys press at the plate at some of those?
I wouldn't say yet. You know, I think that I wouldn't say press. You know, it is hard to feel like you got to play perfect baseball offensively. Like if you don't cash in a certain inning, then it's going to cost you. So I think that there's something to that. But I wouldn't say that I feel guys pressing. I really don't.
When you look at this week overall, like, does it just kind of feel like a bad week, or are there issues that, when you look longer term this year, that you're seeing right now that need to be addressed?
I think it's just a bad week. I really do. But with that, even with bad weeks, we still usually find ways to, you know, carve out a couple of wins. But this week we haven't, and we usually play well at home. This week we haven't. So there's nothing to do now. I don't think that, yeah, there's things that we're going to keep an eye on all facets. But, you know, now, you know, we've got our ace going tomorrow, and you know, I expect him to bounce back. He feels healthy. He's not sick anymore, so I expect him to pitch well tomorrow and put us in a position to, you know, win a ball game. And yeah.
Is flipping Glasnow and Paxton, is that just to get Paxton a couple extra days, and since you had Glasnow, it's going to become kind of a long?
That was what it was, yeah, just to kind of get Glasnow shorter, and then also, you know, anytime we can give James a little extra time, I think that's beneficial.
Obviously, in baseball, there's ups and downs, and throughout the postseason. But is this at all surprising that this is kind of happening to this group? You know, kind of given the amount of talent.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think that, you know, you look at the pen, and these guys are guys that execute throughout their careers, and then offensively, you look at, you know, a number of guys that you feel that, you know, they've shown better throughout their careers. So yeah, I think this is something that it's a bad week, but I definitely didn't foresee this. But you know, that's why you got to play, and that's why, you know, it's tough to win a big league ball game, and you got to go out there and, you know, be ready to go tomorrow and come in fresh. You have to come in fresh.
Is there anything in particular with Gavin Stone that led to those high walk totals?
I think there was just he was too fine, certainly to the left-hand hitters, and I just think that he was just missing off. And you've got to get the ball on the plate. And I think with the right-handers, and he does a much better job of getting the ball on the plate, whereas the left-handers, and this was a heavy left-handed lineup today, that he was behind all day, and then it just takes out his secondary pitches.
Dave, 3 walks for Ohtani today. We talked about him being arrested a few days ago. I think you had a meeting with him. Do you
Maybe.
think that's the results?
Yeah, Show's doing great. He's doing fantastic. You know, he wants to be great, and he wants to keep getting better. And you know, hitters want to swing the bat. I absolutely understand that. But you have to control the strike zone. And like I said the other day, if he continues to control the strike zone like he has the last few days, it's going to be really, really fun to watch, and the slug will come behind it. But I'm really, really excited the way he's playing the game of baseball.
What did you see that was different in Freddy's at-bats today?
I think he just kind of got to a point where he just said, go out there and compete mode, and I think there was some mechanic stuff, but he was swinging at strikes, taking balls, getting to the fastball, using the big part of the field. This was what we're used to seeing Freddy, and he's worked hard. I mean, he probably hasn't slept a whole lot, but he's doing a lot of extra work in the cage with the hitting coaches, and I'm glad to see it show some fruits today. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dave.